that, does it?
No, sort of have to change it myself.
Oh, I need to be able to move without touching it. Oh, darling. Oh, darling. Darling, do you want to watch Daddy's video? Yeah? Daddy's video? Right, I did a video with my African albino claw frogs. And I'm going to feed them in a little while. And I've got a couple of plex, as you can see, are moving around. Hey, darling, look, there's the tank. As you can see, I'm moving around and that, and just so you can just get a little look on my tank. It's a 180 litre tank with a filter and a splash bar at the top. Everything works well. I hardly have to clean them out very often. A filter change and that. They're coming up to. They're already 2 years old, my claw frogs. The two plex in there. There's 3 plex. There's another one. It's called Dobby. He's named by number. He's not actually, because he's a rare plex. He's pretty small, but he's got spikes at the front of his face. And then you've got the other ones are just 2 common plex. I'll stick some food in, some bloodworms, and we see a lot more movement out of them. Obviously, I mean, I can tap on that on here, look, and they'll come along to my finger, look, which is brilliant. I absolutely love these little guys. Awesome pets. Easy to maintain, easy to look after, and everything else. All round good pets. Cheap. I give a tank a water change every 2 months. It hardly ever needs it, and that's crystal clear. It probably could stretch it up to 3 months, but I don't. I did have a couple of apple snails, but they just seem to keep on munching too much and dying through overgrowing, or I think one got stuck in the filter, and then the other one got my daughter nearly kicking over the camera. And the other one got stuck, I think, under one of them rocks. So I've kind of given up on them at the moment, but apple snails are absolutely brilliant to have because they're proper tank hoovers. I call them hoovers. Definitely brilliant way to clean your tank. But if you're looking for something that's easy to maintain, look after, I'd definitely say the African albino claw frogs and the plex. Apparently the plex and the claw frogs are not supposed to be in the same tank as each other, but get them as young together and you can mix anything in the same tank that shouldn't be in the same tank together, because they don't know no different. So I'd always say do it from the beginning, and you know, they're not going to actually know. I've got a nice good heater there because they need I think it's been so long because it's all set. I think it's 80 degrees they need their water temperature to be. I can't quite remember because it's been so long. Like, I've had them 2 years now. They were brought as a gift, and we can see Ringo coming out now. He's one of the plex we brought not so long ago, because we had an albino plec and other plec sucked the life out of him, because when we read it up online that if they know the other plec's dying, they'll eat it like a bit of a mercy kill, because they know it's dying, and it's out of actually friendship, you know, not hate. And there was nothing left of it. There was everything left of him, but he had he looked whole. And my daughter and wife said that actually in the insides he just sucked it out. So yeah, so I'm going to leave it playing a bit. I'm going to go and get some food for them now, put some food in there and see a bit of activity. And if you want to ask anything or ask any questions, just leave a comment. Oh, Everly, you're going to knock it over again. That's my little baby daughter. Yeah, if you want to leave any comments or anything, I'll get back to all your questions and that. That's Everly. Hello everybody. I'm trying to sabotage Daddy's video. So yeah, I'll go and get some food for them, and you'll see them a bit more active. Da, 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 da.
Just a second.
Right, I've got three blocks of frozen bloodworm there, which they absolutely love. Mealworms and all that's absolutely great, they love them, but what we found was they stank, and even though I keep them in, because this is attached to a cupboard stand and everything underneath, they stank, and I think I've got a bit of a rash off one of them, a big rash, when one bit me. So yeah, I'd say stick to the frozen or the dry bloodworm. They love that because it's a different style of way of eating it. It floats on the top, whereas on the top, it floats. So they go up, and there's a different way of them to feeding, rather at the bottom and stuff and whatnot. They know it's dinner time because they're getting active. They're quite. I think they're quite intelligent animals, and they're really, really like friendly, and they're very wised up. You know, look, they know it's dinner time. They know. I open that top bit, look, and they instantly know. What's this? What's this? What's this? That is Anthony, and the other one's Flea. That's Ringo, just at the back here. And inside there will be Chad, who always hides. That cave's his. I don't know what any sex they are. I've seen a couple of people do videos and say what sex they are, but we ain't got a fucking clue, to be honest. Not really too bothered, because I'm not looking on breeding them or anything. I think we do think Flea's female, but when they breed, which we think we've seen them do a couple of times, the plex go behind and just gobble up the eggs. So, you know. But nowhere else where I live at the moment on the island does sell these anymore. So, but they've got a lifespan of 25 years, up to 25 years. Their eyesight's poor. They've got no tongue. They have no teeth. Yeah, and I think that's about. I mean, you don't handle them too much because they've got a protective casing around them, and if you take it off, it could kill them. If your frogs ever try and escape, that means they're not happy where they are. Mine's have never tried to escape once, but though I do try and keep the water level down a little to stop that from kind of happening, but they can obviously jump pretty high. And also change around the scenery a lot because they like it. And when I'm changing it, they're actually all around my fingers and the rocks and that, because they like new hiding places and stuff like that. So if you're wanting to ask anything, just leave a comment, ask away, and I will get back to you, whether it's positive or negative. Either way, I don't really mind. But no, if you've actually got something interesting to say, or actually something to tell me that I didn't know that I've not said on this video, then please do. So, Right, I'm going to feed them now. Here we go. They love this. There we go. As you can see, instantly they're on it. It's like they do a stance to begin with, like they're sniffing it out or something. I'm not too sure because, you know, they're pets. I ain't looked majorly into them, but they get so excited. It's unbelievable how excited these get when it comes to dinner time. It's unbelievable. And the plex now, you'll see, will come out because they like to eat the bloodworms too. More in there still. Pour some more in. They're very fearless, these frogs, as well. I'll put your hand in, you can hand feed them, and if you get the dry blood one, you put it in your hand just there, a little block, put it in, place your hand like that, and they'll come and sit on your hand and eat it out of your hand, which is pretty cool. And also give us a like if you liked it, obviously, and whatnot. And you actually got a tutorial where it's not an American voice. Not that I'm saying all you Americans, I don't like you, but most tutorials are American, and I know a few English people that get annoyed by that. But I watch plenty of American tutorials, so I'm not actually hating you, so don't sort of think that, because I'm not. And I'm wondering whether Dobby will come out, the one the plaque I was talking about earlier on. The little one. What I'm going to do is, it's been filming for 12 minutes now. I'm going to leave it for a few minutes, go away, and just let it film so that you can see him naturally. Such a big job, Billy. On video recording, don't embarrass me. Oh, and I'd also like to say to the fact that these only need feeding every 3 to 4 days. Do not feed them every day. I've seen me and my wife's seen a few videos on YouTube where their albino frogs are fucking huge, big fat. They look like toads, not frogs. because they must be feeding them every day. They're not to be fed every day, they're to be fed every 3 to 4 days. Sometimes mine go 5 days, 6 days, if I've fed them well in the last couple of days. Because otherwise you'll end up with an African albino claw toad that just looks severely obese and overweight, and it's wrong. It's you know, it's not being nice to your pet or anything. It's being horrible, you know. There we go. I'll just zoom in a little. Got the pleck and that coming out of the play now. Oh, went up a little bit there too much. Let's hit that. Yeah, so only feed them at least, I mean, every 3 to 4 days. No more or no less, because you'll end, well, if you feed them every day, they're going to end up fat and probably dead pretty soon. And when you look online, you see huge ones. They're just being overfed. It's disgusting. You know, these are 2 years old. I've fed them every 3 to 4 days, sometimes 5 to 6 days. You know, if I've given them mealworms and stuff, then that's like 5 to 6 days later you feed them. They're fine, as you can see, healthy. I've never had nothing wrong with these frogs at all. Not once. I don't know if there's much else to say on them, but telling on the sex on them is really hard. I know that much. And as we say, we think we've got a boy and a girl, but it's so hard to actually tell whether that is the case or not. So I'll bring that down there, because with the bloodworm, it's more of a bottom feed. Whereas, like I say, if you get what the other thing's called, babe? Tubiflex. Yeah, I think it's called Tubiflex, which is the dry bloodworm in cubes. It floats on the top, and they skim the top and eat. So it's good to get that as well, to change their form of pattern of happening to how they have to eat, to just keep them interested and, you know, not bored as much as possible, really. There's a big like thingy mirror on the screen, babe, and I don't know what it is. It's like purple. It's showing on my screen. It's showing on my camera screen, but I can't see it on there. It must be a reflection of something. And there's Chad. That's the back end of him, just there. Because, like I said, he lives in this cave. I think I've already said apple snails are good to have. I don't want to keep repeating myself on any particular thing. They're really, really great to have and just to watch. Just, you know, sometimes you can just sit there and watch them rather than the telly. It's because they're so elegant and gracious. How they swim is absolutely brilliant, you know. It really is. I mean, look how he sat there. Look. I absolutely love the way they eat with their little hands. Now I've fed them 3 blocks of the frozen bloodworms, and normally I'll only feed them 2, but I just want to see get a bit more movement out of them. Here and there it's alright treating them, but just not constantly, you know. They're not, it's like a dog. You don't give a dog chocolate, you know. You're gonna kill it, you're gonna harm it, and that's not for the better or anything, is it? That's just cruelty to an animal. And the plex just ain't coming out at all. So what I might do is just go away from here for a bit, and then might come out a bit more. So look, Chad's in there, look. It's just not coming out at all. These two are so funny. Absolutely brilliant how they eat. See, that's Anthony. He gets so fat after eating. Flea just always seems so skinny. He does. You can see him get bigger from eating, but it's like they bloat out. And if you can see him already, Anthony, you know, you imagine feeding him every day, it'd be like a toad and these other ones you see on YouTube. And if you are watching this and you happen to be one of them owners of albino frog / blooming toad, you know, sort it out and stop feeding them every day. You wouldn't feed a child like that, would you? So don't feed a frog like it and turn it into a toad. I actually hate seeing them like that. It's cruel. Go on, Flea. Look at him go. I mean, I reckon I could probably have another 2 or 3 or 4 in there for a 180 litre tank. But I think, you know, 2's nice. They've got the whole run of a 180 litre tank. They've got the Plex in there as friends. Haven't seen Dobby at all. I don't know where he is. The one that I said he hasn't got a name. He's a rare Plex. Well, Chad's out now, but well, he's quite out of the what's it called there. I don't know what that is. It's a reflection, that purple thing showing. I'm not too sure what it is. I might just move the camera a touch along. Try and get, no, because it's just there, look, right in the way. I'll bring this back. Right there, excuse me people, sorry. Bring that around. And there's Chad. Loose on there again, you know, this top one. Definitely got to get a new thingy for this. This bit's loose. I'm going to leave it on there for now as it is. Right. I'll leave that like that for another couple of minutes and I'll come and collect it.